Oh, 911. My wife here, she's having chest pain. She's having a lot of shortness of breath and she seems pretty dizzy and in distress. She was recently diagnosed with AFib and could you guys come down here quick?
So I received a call today from, the patient's a 42-year-old white female presenting with symptoms of pain, chest pain, dizziness, shortness of breath, just in a lot of distress. Her husband called. She had a recent diagnosis of AFib and she's been put on warfarin for therapy. She was put on 2 liters in my ambulance. Her blood pressure upon arrival was 166 over 94, heart rate was 124, temp was 36.5 Celsius, respirations 32, and O2 is 88. So I put her on 2 liters. She maintained her vitals pretty well until we got to the hospital, and then her blood pressure jumped up to 195 over 111, respirations about the same, 34, heart rate jumped up to 175, temperature's about the same, 36.6, and her O2 is dropping still to 83. So I put her on 4, but she's still kind of not stable. So just maybe some further testing, maybe MI, just because of her chest pain.
And did you get IV access?
I did not yet.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Hi Hannah, hi Adam. I'm calling out your nurse today.
Okay.
Understand you're having some issues with your heart?
I'm having chest pain.
That's fine.
Really short of breath.
Okay. And this is something that's kind of been new for you, huh?
Yep.
Since the AFib, has this happened ever before? This is just gonna get your blood pressure and oxygen, see where we're at. We're also gonna be monitoring your heart. We're gonna take these little stickers. It's called an EKG, and it just monitors your heart from a bunch of different angles. And we're gonna just take a look and see how that's working. Okay? All right. So, it looks like your blood pressure is. So, let me just mark down your vitals here in my computer. All right. Your blood pressure is 195 over 107, respirations 33, heart rate 172, temp 36.6, and your oxygen's still a little low, so we're gonna keep you on that nasal cannula that you're on, okay?
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna just take a look over here at your EKG. Okay. So it looks like your EKG is showing some AFib and your heart's unstable. So I'm going to go ahead and call the doctor and see if he can see you, okay?
Okay.
Is there anything I can get you? Okay. Take a look at that.
So it looks like you're having some runs of AFib and they're sustaining. So what we like to do for this is a procedure called a cardioversion. Do you have any idea what that is? All right, I'm gonna explain it to you guys. So we have you hooked up to the EKG right now, and basically on the EKG, we're gonna watch for an R wave, and we're gonna give you a little shock on the R wave. It'll switch your heart over into a normal rhythm, and that'll make your heart beat the way it's supposed to, and that should relieve the symptoms that you're having.
Am I going to be awake?
We're gonna sedate you for it. We're gonna give you a medication called Versed, because it can be a little bit painful. So we'll give
And
you
it
some
just
medication.
goes off of these 5?
So we're gonna do, you have the EKG pads on you right now, and then we're going to put up defibrillation pads on you. So you'll have one here, and you'll have one down over here, and the shock will run between those so it goes through your heart. All right, I'm gonna have you sign an informed consent. Before you do that, do you have any other questions for me about the procedure?
Do we have questions?
All right, I'll have you sign and we'll get you ready for that, okay? Perfect, thank you. All right, do you wanna go ahead and get that Versed running through her
I'm
IV?
gonna go ahead and do that. I'm just gonna step over here.
All right, Adam, we'll let you sit with us through this, and then after we'll ask you to step out. We are gonna shock her, so if you were touching her, there is a little bit of risk for you. We don't want you to get hurt.
Will she be okay?
Yeah, she'll be fine. We're gonna be with her the whole time. It's a very safe procedure, and she's gonna start to feel pretty sleepy and loopy here in a few minutes, so.
How long will it take?
The cardioversion itself is only gonna take a few seconds. So once we're done, you'll be able to come back in and we'll send you guys down to ICU. So I'm gonna get these pads placed on her. So I'm gonna put that one there. And I'm gonna put this one down on her side. And we'll get her hooked up to her EKG and our defibrillator.
I've set it to the synchronized
All
cardio
right,
version.
Adam, we're gonna get ready if you wanna step out. Thank you. All
Okay, it is.
right, do we have it set for cardioversion synchronized?
Yep.
How you feeling, Hannah? All right, I think she's pretty out of it and she's ready.
Alright.
All right, when you're ready, you can stop the patient.
It's waiting for the R wave and it's gonna, when it senses it's detecting the rhythm.
All right, everybody stay clear of the patient.
Okay.
Rhythm is detected.
Okay, and she's maintaining a normal rhythm.
All right.
No signs of AFib.
All right, let's get her ready to go to ICU then.
Alright, let's transfer her.
All right. All right, Hannah, now that we got you transferred to ICU, how are you feeling after that cardioversion?
Not so short of breath. My chest pain's gone.
Good, I'm glad to hear it. Well, now that we have you a little bit more stable, I'm gonna go over some education for you. We're gonna switch you from the warfarin to a medication called Eliquis. With this medication, it's still a blood thinner, but people have a little bit better luck maintaining a normal sinus rhythm. So we think that'll be a little bit better for you.
Do I just take a pill for that too?
Yep, that's one pill a day. Make sure you're taking it every day. You're trying to take it at the same time as the day. And then because you have the cardioversion, we are gonna want to see you in 4 weeks just to make sure that everything's okay from that. And then we'll also see you in 12 weeks. So we'll have somebody come in and schedule your 4 and your 12-week checkups. You did do the right thing calling the ambulance. We want you to report any symptoms like that shortness of breath, dizziness, chest pain or palpitations, any weakness, fatigue, or confusion. So especially for you, Adam, if you notice that she is just off of her baseline, really confused, we want you to call and come back in. I want to go over the signs of a stroke with you. So if she were...
Stroke? That was my heart.
Because of the atrial fibrillation and how your heart contracts, sometimes there can be little clots that form in the heart, and one could get out and cause a stroke. So we want to go over some teaching with that. That's why you're on the blood thinner, to help prevent those clots from happening. But a good way to check for a stroke is to remember FAST, the word. So F stands for face, so have her smile and you might notice that one side of her face is drooping. Have her hold her arms out and you might notice that one arm is up and the other is really low. If she's having slurred speech or her words aren't really making sense, that would be another sign. And then the last for T is time. So if you notice these symptoms, call, get her in quick. We want to evaluate that. I think that's all of the teaching I have for you. Do you have any questions?
Do you have any questions? So I don't have to take anything for my heart, just the blood thinner one?
Yeah, so you're just going to take the Eliquis because that'll help you, they'll thin your blood to prevent those clots and strokes and also help maintain a normal sinus rhythm.
Okay.
Okay.